Bhaktivedanta Swami maharaji Nitya-lila Krishna Vishnupada Sishivan Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Swami Maharaj और रूपानुगा गुरु मार्गा वैष्णवाचार्य and Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas. So I came across a very nice verse. Which you translate? Yeah, just.
咁咧馬佢咧係講
Bhagavad Gita.
遇到國家梵高一個非常之好嘅詩詞。
It's a very nice book. There's many different versions of Bhagavad Gita, but with different commentary.
咁國家梵高一本非常之好嘅書啦，咁咧有唔同嘅評述嘅。
And this is a commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti.
咁呢個咧係來自係 Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti嘅評述嘅。
You know our Gurudev is always much inspired by Vishwanath Chakravarti.
我哋亦都知道咧，我哋嘅 Srila Gurudev 咧係非常之係受到 Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti 咧所
Therefore, his
鼓舞
Bhagavad
嘅。
Gita also is based on his commentaries.
所以 Srila Gurudev 本嘅國家梵高咧都係基於咧呢位 Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti 佢嘅評述嘅。
It would be interesting to compare the two commentaries, but we will just discuss one point. So there's chapter 10, verse 11, is part of the four main verses of Bhagavad Gita.
國家梵高有4個種子詩句咧，就喺第10章由第8至到第11節嘅。咁呢個咧係今日講嘅第11節。
Starting with Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Madam Sarvam Prabhatate.
第8個詩節講到就係話佢話，Krishna佢話我係所有一切物質同埋靈性世界嘅源頭嚟嘅。
Where Krishna says, I am the source of everything. Owing to me, everything operates. Convinced by this knowledge, the intelligent person endowed with Lord worship. I will read them now. In text 11,
今日會讀到11個詩
that
節，
is the last of the fours.
就係第4個詩節裏邊最尾一個嚟嘅。
Tesham evanukam partam aham magyanachantam asayamyam bhavavaso yanantena bhasvatam. To show favor to them, situated in their mental functions, I personally extinguish the darkness born of ignorance with the shining lamp of knowledge.
咁咧嚟到係特別去恩寵佢哋啦。咁咧我係處於佢哋嘅心裏邊咧，處於呢個心智嘅功能裏邊咧，以呢個知識嘅火炬將佢哋嘅心中嘅愚昧咧係消除嘅。
Without the functioning of knowledge and other such elements, how can they attain you, and how can they even strive for that goal?
如果咧冇咗呢個知識嘅嗰個嘅功能嘅時候咧，佢哋點能夠咧可以係就近你啦，同埋咧點樣去達到目標咧？
And here, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained that Krishna is saying in this verse, all this is not at all necessary.
Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti 咧，佢引述 Krishna 所講 ，Krishna 呢個詩節裏邊講到就係話咧，呢啲全部都係冇需要嘅。
Krishna speaking, having the intention of giving them mercy by all means, even without their having to worry about obtaining my mercy, since I myself make the endeavor to give them mercy. I, being situated within the functioning of their intellect, Atma Bhavashta, by the lamp of knowledge, knowledge arising from bhakti which is beyond the guna, not sattvic knowledge, since bhakti alone can reveal me, destroy the darkness born of ignorance in them all, alone, and not in other persons such as the yogis. And you can read the other one.
呢個咧係一啲都唔需要啦，因為咧佢哋有個有呢個咁嘅意圖啦，你俾個恩慈咧，用各種方法俾佢哋。Krishna 佢話，縱使咧冇佢哋嘅係去擔心到咧，關於佢點樣得到我嘅恩慈咧，因為我係作出呢個努力去俾佢哋嘅恩慈啦。咁所以咧，我處於佢哋嗰個嘅係智性嘅功能裏邊啦。咁通過咧呢個知識嘅火炬，咁同埋通過咧由 Bhakti 所產生嘅知識咧，咁呢個咧係超越形態嘅。咁咧呢個唔係物質善良嘅知識喎，因為 Bhakti 只係通過 Bhakti 咧先至能夠揭示到我嘅。咁我將佢哋嗰啲咁嘅帶住愚昧嘅黑暗咧嚟到去破除嘅，而唔係其他。我唔係去將其他人士嘅愚昧去破除，譬如唔係將啲瑜伽師佢哋嘅愚昧去破除啦。單獨係我嚟講咧，我就會做咁樣做嘅，全部係我自己嘅。咁點解佢哋要係去 去爭取呢、為咗呢個目標去爭取咧，我咧係已經講過啦，我咧係落負咗呢個責任啦，關於佢哋靈性同埋物質嘅福祉喎，我接受咗呢個責任咧係咧供應佢哋所有物質同埋靈性上嘅需要嘅。呢、個上述4個著名嘅詩節咧，咁樣係由描述為咧係所有國家梵歌命題裏面嘅精華嚟㗎。咁咧將痛苦同埋咧係將微靈裏面嘅痛苦同嚟到移除啦，同埋俾到佢咧完全嘅喜樂。
Read also. Same. So he says that previously he said the intelligence is not powerful enough to understand everything about God.
咁第一首先佢講到咧，都係單獨智慧嚟講咧，係唔足夠咧明白到一切咧係關於神嘅嘢嘅。
What to speak of the intelligence, even the senses, the mind, they are all limited elements.
無論係智慧啦、心意同埋感官咧，全部咧都係有限嘅元素嚟嘅。
And Krishna is unlimited, so therefore, with the help of intelligence, we cannot go beyond the range of these material objects.
Krishna 係無限嘅，通過智慧嗰個嘅幫助咧，我哋唔能夠超越到咧呢啲物質對象以上嘅嘢。
So therefore, there is a category of people called Brahmagyanis.
咁有一類嘅人寫叫梵覺者 （Brahmagyanis）。
Their only aim is to gather as much knowledge with the capacity of the intelligence to try to capture the absolute.
咁佢哋嘅係唯一所做嘅嘢就係話咧，通過佢哋智慧嘅功能咧，嘗試咧累積越多嘅知識啦，然之後咧嘗試去捕捉到咧呢個絕對真理嘅。
They think that by reading many books, all types of books, every book given, they will understand everything about God.
佢哋諗住咧嚟到睇晒所有嘅書啦，每一本書都睇完嘅話咧，咁就能夠明白到一切關於神嘅嘢。
But God is not a element which can be captured by any material limited object.
咁但係神咧並非咧係即係你可以通過你嘅能力咧可以將佢捕捉到嘅，佢唔係好似個物質對象咁樣嘅。
So therefore, carrying all the Shastra and trying to realize them by their own intelligence, they don't get any result.
咁所以咧嚟到你肩負住咁多嘅經典啦，嘗試咧去覺悟裏邊結論嘅時候咧，佢哋咧係徒勞無功嘅。
Just like when you beat the husk of rice, it has husk. But when there is no rice inside, you beat the husk, and nothing is coming.
好似咧就你將去打禾咁樣，啲禾咧你如果將你米已經打出嚟嘅時候咧，你只係將嗰個嘅係只係得翻個外殼嘅啫。
In other words, what they get by trying to accumulate as much knowledge as possible is just the only burden of carrying the Shastra on their shoulder. That's all they get.
換言之咧，佢哋咧係嘗試去明白所有嘅經典咧，佢只係得到唯一嘅成果係咩？就係話咧，佢肩負住呢啲經典嘅重擔，呢啲就係佢哋嘅成果嘅所以所得到嘅嘢。
Their attempt is not based on bhakti.
佢哋嘅努力咧並非出於呢個百條出於奉獻心嘅。
It's based on empirism. That they try to, from their lowest of lowest position, achieve the highest goal with their own.
佢哋呢種叫驗證主義啊，即係自己身處一個好低下又低下嘅位置啦，嘗試咧去明白到咧係最高嘅嘢，單憑自己嘅能力。
But actually, this power is not within their grasp.
但係其實咧呢種能力咧去明白到最高嘅呢種能力咧，並非在佢哋掌握之中。
It's like a worm trying to touch the moon.
就好似咧一條蟲咧嘗試咧爬上月亮咁樣。
But with a long stick, you cannot still come close.
就算咧你有支好長嘅竹竿都好咧，你都唔可以咧接近到個月亮。
But they think it is the way to do this by intelligence.
但係佢哋諗住咧呢啲人士就以為通過智慧咧，佢哋可以達到對神嘅了解。
For the very, very proud.
因為咁嘅緣故咧，佢哋變得係非常之驕傲嘅。
We know much more than any other.
佢哋覺得自己咧所知道嘅嘢比其他人知道得更多嘅。
And this is very spread nowadays, that everything based on knowledge.
咁呢一樣嘢而家咧係即係蔓延到全世界每個地方啦。佢哋認為一切全部咧建基於呢個知識嘅。
But actually the soul, especially the Tatastha Jiva, it is so insignificant, so weak, that he has no other power than the power that Krishna gives him.
咁原來咧嗰個嘅邊際能量咧，呢個魅靈啦係叫邊際能量咧，佢係咁微小啦，同埋咁軟弱㗎。除非 Krishna 俾佢能力咧俾嘅時候咧，佢本身嚟講咧係既軟弱啦，亦都冇能力㗎。
The power that Krishna gives to the Jiva soul is meant to be connected to Krishna himself through the process of bhakti, not to be using it as a separate, independent element to do what you only want to do.
咁其實咧，原來 Krishna 俾嗰個魅靈嗰個能力咧，係俾咗佢要嚟咧，通過 bhakti 咧同 Krishna 係有所聯繫㗎。再其實咧就唔係俾呢個魅靈咧，嚟到濫用呢個能力啦，去做佢自己隨意所想做嘅嘢。
Therefore, you see in all prayers of all Vaishnavas in our books of songs, prayers, they all come to the conclusion that they don't know anything.
咁所以咧，我哋見到喺我哋歌書裏邊咧，所有啲典範師呢啲偉大奉獻者咧，佢哋全部都達到咧呢個咁樣嘅結論，就係話咧，我自己其實咧係一無所知嘅。
They feel thoroughly helpless and hopeless.
佢哋感覺到自己係完全係無助同埋咧係絕望嘅。
They depend on Krishna, not on their own strength to make spiritual progress.
佢哋仰賴 Krishna 咧，唔係咧靠住自己能力咧去求住到靈性上嘅進步。
In this way, they develop the attitude of begging for the mercy of Krishna.
如此嘅時候咧，佢哋得到呢種嘅態度，呢種態度係咩咧？就係咧去懇求 Krishna 嘅恩慈。
And Krishna, he likes to see this quality of humility in the heart of the devotee.
咁 Krishna 咧，佢想見到咧叫奉獻者內心裏邊咧呢一種謙卑嘅態度嘅。
Therefore, when a humble devotee tells, "Oh, my dear Lord, I don't know anything,"
咁所以當一個謙卑奉獻者佢同 Krishna 咁樣講：親愛嘅主啊，我一無所知嘅。
I have no quality to be able to serve you the
我並冇
way you want.
我並冇呢個品質咧，如你所希望咁樣去侍奉你。
So therefore, without your connection, I am nowhere to be traceable.
咁所以咧，如果冇咗你嘅聯繫嘅時候嚟講咧，我將會咧係即係喪失，我係即係冇立足之處嘅。
You are everything to me.
對我嚟講呢就係一切。
Like this type of prayers, and even Mahaprabhu was praying like this.
咁呢一類嘅禱文咧，甚至乎連馬克布咧都係咁樣去祈禱嘅。
He's Supreme Guru, so he's telling us this is the way to come closer to Krishna.
佢係至尊嘅靈性導師咧，咁佢係教導我哋咧，呢個就係一個方法，唯一一個方法咧，點樣去更加就近到 Krishna。
He was telling how without love for Krishna can I survive?
咁佢講到佢話咧，如果冇一對 Krishna 嘅愛嘅時候，我點能夠咧係再咧係生存落去咧？
If I have love for Krishna, I will not be able to survive this life.
如果我真係對 Krishna 有愛嘅時候咧，我點能夠再忍受得到咧喺呢一生裏邊呢種咁嘅存在咧？
But because I have no love, then I live like this, without connection with Krishna, just like an low-class insect.
咁佢話，但係因為我對 Krishna 冇愛啦，所以咧我好似一隻嘅係好低下嘅昆蟲咁樣喺度苟延殘喘啊，過住咧我而家呢種咁嘅生命。
Therefore, he wanted to jump into the Ganges and finish his life.
咁所以佢想咧係進呢個恒河裏邊咧投河自盡嘅。
But devotees were telling him, "But you are always crying in separation from Krishna. This is the proof that you love him."
然後啲奉獻者同 Krishna 同馬克布咁樣講，但係你經常咧都為咗咧 Krishna 嘅分離咧而哭泣過，呢個證明咗咧你對 Krishna 咧有呢個愛喺度。
But Mahaprabhu would say, "No, I am just pretending
但係馬
to
克布
be an advanced devotee."
你點樣講嘅話，其實我只係咧喺度咧係矯揉造作，我扮到自己咧係一個好資深、好進步嘅奉獻者。
I do only this to increase my prestige.
我之所以咁樣做咧，完全咧係想去增加自己嘅聲望啫。
Therefore, this is called humility.
咁所以咧呢一種亦叫謙卑。
Without this, there's not any chance to have love for Krishna.
冇咗呢個品質嘅時候咧，冇任何機會咧可以得到對神對 Krishna 嘅愛嘅。
If somebody is saturated in this Trinada Pisunich, Tarori Vasahishnu, like this, then Krishna will be automatically attracted to him.
如果佢係處於呢種咁嘅謙卑同埋容忍嘅心態嘅時候咧，咁 Krishna 會自動咧俾一個咁樣嘅奉獻者所吸引嘅。
Because this is the true quality of a devotee, humility. Humility is, in English how you say, synonymous of love, prem.
咁咧呢個就係奉獻者真正嘅品質啊！謙卑其實謙卑咧同埋愛咧係同義詞嚟嘅。
Those who have prem, they are humble.
嗰啲係有對神嘅愛嚟講人士咧，奉獻者咧，佢哋係謙卑㗎。
Humble, they have prem.
咁佢哋謙卑嘅咧，亦都有對神嘅愛。
Yeah. But those who are proud and no humility, then they have no quality of pure devotion.
但係咧，嗰啲係驕傲㗎啦，冇謙卑嘅時候咧，佢哋並冇呢個咁樣嘅
They think
信愛。
themselves very, very high, just like a big mountain, you know.
佢覺得自己係非常之高，好似一
I
座大
am
山
so
咁樣。
powerful.
咁我係咁強而有力㗎。
But if you go on top of the mountain, you will see there's nothing is growing.
但係如果你上到嗰個山頂上面嘅時候咧，你見到咧佢種唔到任何嘢。
But if you go very, very in the valley, then you will see that so many orchards, fruit trees, so many beautiful flowers, fragrance flowers, everything is growing there.
但係你去到啲山谷啦、低啲嘅地方嘅時候咧，你見到所有一切嘅果園啊、果樹啊呢啲咁樣嘅鮮花，全部咧都開始係栽種得到嘅。
Therefore, devotees, they tell Lord Krishna in their prayers, if I examine myself, I see that I have no devotion, I have no qualities, I have no Radha, no face. Please give me a drop of faith.
咁所以你見到奉獻者同 Krishna 咁講啦，我並冇任何好嘅品質啦，亦都冇愛啦，咁請你俾我一點嘅信心啦。
This is called Sharanagati, complete dependence on Krishna.
咁呢個叫做歸依啦，完全嘅係嘅仰賴 Krishna 嘅，
It is necessary to have this mood.
係必須咧係要呢種咁嘅心水嘅。
Because here, now to come back to this, Krishna says, without the functioning of knowledge and other such elements, how can they attain and how can they even strive for that goal?
咁
That is the question.
呢處有個問
Then
題，
Krishna will answer this.
呢個問題問到啦，如果冇咗呢個知識同埋智慧嘅功能嘅時候咧，佢哋點樣去就達到目標咧？咁樣佢就問到呢個問題。
Krishna says, all this is not necessary.
Krishna 講咗佢咧，
You don't need to use your intelligence.
呢啲係冇必須嘅，你唔需要用你嘅智慧嘅。
Having the intention of giving them mercy by all means. Krishna says, I want to give mercy by any means.
Krishna 佢話我自己啊，我會千方百計咧，將恩慈俾到真正嘅奉獻者。
Even without their having to worry about attaining my mercy.
總之咧，佢哋唔需要去擔心點樣係得到我恩慈，佢哋唔需要咁樣，我都會千方百計咧去俾佢恩慈。
This is facilitating our success in making progress in spiritual life. He said, you want to beg for my mercy? Don't even need. I have desire to give you this mercy by all means.
咁
I
呢
will give it your mercy, whether you want or not.
個呢個真係令我哋大開眼界啦！原來我哋認識我哋嘅進步咧，無論你祈求與否都好咧，我會千方百計咧將恩慈俾到你嘅。
Since I myself make the endeavor to give them mercy, I, being situated within the functioning of their intellects, by the lamp of knowledge arising from bhakti, which is beyond the guna.
咁咧，因為我係即係身處喺佢哋個智性嘅運作功能裏邊啦，我咧作出呢個努力啦，同埋通過呢一個咁樣嘅係知識嘅火炬啊，再加埋呢種嘅知識咧係超越咗形態嘅呢種知識。
Shana Chakaritato is using long sentences.
所以呢
It's very difficult to translate this.
你都係用咗好長嘅句子啊，咁幾難咧嚟
Cut
到翻
it
譯。
into different categories.
我哋將你句子斬短啲嚟嘅真係
Sequence.
啊。
So what he says that I, being situated within the functioning of their intellects.
咁佢講到咧，我係處於咧佢哋呢種智性功能裏邊。
We were telling that intellect has no power
剛才我哋講到咧，智性咧係並冇咁嘅能力㗎。
to understand Krishna.
你都明白到 Krishna。
because it is material.
因為智性本身嚟講咧係物質嘅。
But Krishna says, I, being situated within the functioning of the intellect.
但係 Krishna 講到咧，我係身處咧喺佢哋個智慧嘅運作嘅功能當中。
That is, although the intellect has no power, I myself manifest myself in the intellect.
咁雖然智慧本身智性咧係冇呢個咁樣嘅能力，但係我自己親自咧係展示喺呢個智性當中。
I cannot be realized by the intellect, but I reveal myself in your intellect.
你係唔能夠通過智性咧係嚟到去覺悟到我，但係同另一方面咧，與此同時咧，我又親自喺個智性裏邊去展示，咁呢個真係非常之神奇嘅。
Because the intellect is material, is made of these three modes of nature and the mode of sattva.
因為呢個智性嚟講本身係物質嘅，佢係由呢個物質自然形態裏邊嘅善良嘅形態咧所組成嘅。
And the revelation of Krishna is beyond these three modes of nature.
但係對 Krishna 嘅即係嘅揭示咧，係超越咗三個形態之上嘅。
So from this substance beyond, then he, with the intelligence of Buddhi Yoga, which is transcendental intelligence,
咁所以咧，通過呢個媒介叫做咧係智慧瑜伽。
manifests himself in the material intelligence.
智慧瑜伽本身嚟講係超然嘅一種嘅元素嚟嘅，咁咧佢展示咗咧喺嗰個奉獻者嗰個嘅智慧裏邊。
He manifests this understanding of himself in our intelligence.
佢 Krishna 將我哋即係喺我哋嘅智慧裏邊咧展示咗咧，我哋點樣去明白佢。
This is his mercy.
呢個就係佢嘅恩賜嚟嘅。
We cannot do it. We have no power to do this.
我哋自己本身冇能力咁樣做到。
But by Guru and Krishna's mercy, he comes and he places himself in our intelligence that now we can see, oh, I can understand him.
咁就係通過 Guru 同埋 Krishna 恩賜咧，佢哋可以展示喺我哋智慧裏邊啦，好似到咧我哋可以明白到關於佢哋嘅嘢。
So this type of knowledge is not any mundane knowledge, even in the mode of sattva. It is since Bhakti alone can reveal me, because Bhakti alone can reveal me. So Bhakti is also available through that process of revelation.
咁只有通過 Bhakti 先可以明白到 Krishna 咧，而 Bhakti 咧係通過呢個揭示呢個程序咧
So
先
when
得到
Bhakti
嘅。
manifests in the heart,
當 Bhakti 喺內心展示嘅時候，
then it destroys the darkness, born of ignorance in
咁將
everyone.
將每一個人裏邊啊嗰啲咁樣嘅由於愚昧所誕生嘅黑暗咧，全部係破除嘅。
And this is only for the devotees.
而呢個只係咧應用喺奉獻者身上。
Any other spiritualist types of spiritualism like yoga, yan, and other things, karma, austerities, penances, will get that type of mercy, of revelations through the element of senses and intelligence. It will not be able to manifest them in their life.
咁
Only for the devotee.
其他嘅即係靈性嘅程序啦，譬如通過呢個瑜伽啊、呢個思辨啊、呢個苦行啊、布施啊，或者各類嘅，甚至業報等等呢一啲咁樣嘅，佢哋通過佢哋感官啊、心意嗰個功能咧，係得唔到呢樣嘢嘅。咁呢一樣嘢只係唯一咧係即係特別俾奉獻者嘅啫。
So Krishna said, I alone do this all on my own.
Krishna 佢話咧，我自己咧係親自咁樣做。
That is, he takes the initiative to do these things.
即係話咧，佢咧係真係咧自己主動自動自覺咁樣去做。
He comes in our life and then he reveals himself to us.
佢入到我哋生命裏邊咧，將佢自己向我哋去揭示嘅。
Because we have nothing beyond this body, he manifests himself in the functions of the body.
因為咧，我哋
That
除
we
咗
can have a understanding of him.
我哋除咗呢個身體之外咧，我哋咩都冇，咁所以佢將咧佢自己展示喺我哋身體裏邊啦，好使到咧我哋對佢咧有一個了解喺度。
Then he says, why should they strive for this purpose? Why should they try to achieve these things when I myself have decided that I will do it, whatever they beg for it or not, doesn't matter. I have decided that by all means I will give my mercy.
咁 Krishna 嘅話咧，佢哋點解要需要去努力爭取去了解我？總之佢哋唔作出咁努力都好啦，我會親自咧將有關於我自身係俾咗佢哋嘅。
I have already said that I carry the responsibility of their spiritual and material welfare.
我已經講過，就係話咧，我親住咧去關懷到咧佢哋物質上同埋靈性上嗰個嘅幸福嘅。
So Krishna he has promised that whatever we need, materially and spiritually he will provide.
Krishna 承諾過咧，無論我哋所需要任何嘢咧，無論係物質上同埋靈性上嘅咧，佢都會供應嘅。
Yogakshemam Vahamyam is a very famous person.
呢個係一個保加梵個好著名嘅施主嚟㗎。
I accept responsibility to supply all their material and spiritual requirements.
我接受呢個咁嘅責任啦，去供應俾佢哋咧物質上同埋靈性上嘅需要。
Because our life is based on material things also, but we need also spiritual side. So both sides Krishna he supplies.
我哋生命裏邊需要物質上嘅嘢咧，亦都需要靈性上嘅嘢。咁兩方面嚟講咧 ，Krishna 咧都係供應嘅。
Gurudev was very much emphasizing this principle.
官咧好強調咧呢個原則㗎。
Because everywhere he was going, devotee will come and supply so many things to him.
因為佢去到每一個地方都好啦，奉獻者會嚟到佢説咧，供應好多嘢俾佢。
So much energy and resources.
好多嘅能量啊資源啦。
They would come with so many gifts.
佢帶佢哋奉獻者帶咗好多禮物嚟俾佢咯。
Not even able to use them.
咁呢甚至乎冇咁嘅能力去用咁多嘢。
Another devotee would use them.
咁其他奉獻者會用到佢。
I will not tell the name.
唔會講個名。
So there's nothing to worry.
冇嘢去擔心嘅。
It is Krishna's sweet will.
其實呢個係一個 Krishna 嘅甜美嘅意願嚟嘅。
It's also part of his eternal pastimes to save the fallen souls.
而且呢
manifest mercy and compassion.
而且呢個係 Krishna 咧，佢呢個永恆逍遙時光啦，去拯救呢啲咁樣嘅係生物體啦，去展示佢無盡嘅恩慈。
But we are very, very resistant.
但係我哋自己本身嚟講咧，其實係十分之抗拒。
Krishna said, "No worry, give me everything."
Krishna 同我哋講，唔好擔心，你將一切所有俾咗我啦。
Give yourself to me.
將你自己都俾埋我。
Actually, you're not so big. You are very, very tiny.
事實上嚟講，你唔係真係咁大不了，你其實十分十分之渺小。
There's not much that you can give.
你可以俾到我嘅幾多嘢咧？其實好少嘢。
And that little that you can give, I want this 100%.
你所可以俾到我咁少嘢咧，我需要呢一裏邊嘅100%，你俾晒我。
We say no, I cannot give 100% of this nothing.
但係我哋就話咧，就算我一無是處都好咧，我都唔能夠100%俾晒你。
I can give only 5 or 6%.
我只能夠俾咧係5%至6%俾你嘅啫。
No, give everything, and I will also give myself to you.
咁 Krishna 話咧，你俾晒所有我啦，咁我亦都會將我自己全部咧係傾囊而盡俾晒你喎。
But our brain is not working, so therefore we cannot understand that we are gaining so much by this transaction with Krishna.
咁但係咧，
offering a lot,
我哋冇
and
乜
we have
腦
nothing
啊。
to give in exchange.
我哋冇乜腦，咁我哋唔知道咧，原來咧，如果我哋俾晒 Krishna 嘅時候咧，其實我哋真正咧先係勝方嘅贏家嚟嘅，因為咧我哋真係冇咩可以俾，但係 Krishna 咧有無盡可以俾到我哋。
So instead of replacing all our desires for material pleasures, which are innumerable in the heart,
我哋內心裏邊咧係充滿住無盡咁多咁嘅物質享樂嘅慾望，喺心裏邊。
and put exclusive only one desire to give exclusive pleasure to Krishna.
咁我哋咧應該咧用唯一一個慾望取代啲所有咁多慾望，就係話咧呢個慾望就係咧係俾到 Krishna 獨一無二嘅一種嘅快樂。
So Krishna here is saying, you don't need to do that. I am taking care of all your needs.
咁 Krishna 講
You
咗啦，
don't even have to think about it.
你唔需要擔心到你嘅需要啦，我會幫你照顧埋你需要，你諗都唔需要諗呢啲。
I will provide and everything, all your necessities, whatever desires you have, all your aspirations, I will fulfill them.
你有任何嘅慾望咧，有乜渴求都好咧，我全部都會滿足你。
Don't waste your time trying to do these things by yourself.
唔好咧浪費你嘅時間咧，希望通過自己能力去做呢個嘢。
Gurudev used to say, we have only one worry,
咁呢
how
個
to serve Krishna.
佢話咧，其實我哋只係得一種擔心嘅，呢個擔心就係咩？就係話點樣去服務 Krishna。
Everything else is completely useless and artificial.
其他一切嘅全部咧都係非常之嘅係冇用嘅咯，同埋咧係好刻意、好人工化嘅。
Nobody and nothing can help us.
冇
Our parents, our friends,
冇任何人啊，我嘅父母啊、朋友啊、社會啊，冇任何事物咧可以幫到我哋嘅。
our job cannot help
我
us.
哋份工都幫唔到我哋嘅。
If you go your job and you have an accident on the way, how is anything connected to this can help you?
咁如果你翻工嘅途中咧，你有個意外嘅時候咧，咁呢啲同工作有關嘅嘢點可以幫到你咧？
Only Krishna can help.
只有 Krishna 先可以幫到我哋。
So we should have the faith that Krishna can help
所以咧，我哋而家呢個信心就係 Krishna 先可以幫到我哋，
and not close our doors of hearts and not let him in.
唔好將呢個心門咧緊閉，唔俾 Krishna 入去。
Krishna has a complete device how to save us.
Krishna 咧其實咧已經有一套咧完整嘅架構，點樣去救我哋嘅。
He's coming in very different forms.
Krishna 以各種不同嘅形象到嚟，
He comes as the sadhu, guru,
佢以聖人啊、咕嚕嘅形象到嚟啦，
devotees, all
奉獻者，
types of devotees.
各種嘅奉獻者嘅形象到嚟啦。
Then there's a plethora of books, so many.
仲有我哋咧有咁多項流衝動，咁多嘅書本可以
You
睇。
have not enough in your lifetime to read all of them.
成世人啊，一生咁多時間都睇唔晒呢個書。
So therefore he compiled everything and he made it very easy. Some books you have to read, then you will know everything about Bhakti.
咁所以咧，佢將一切咧編撰喺啲係好重要基本嘅書裏邊啦，好使到咧我哋去睇嘅時候咧，明白到有啲關於 Bhakti 嘅嘢。
Actually, the devotees who speaks about Bhakti, they never speaks from the books.
咁事實上，而啲奉獻者去講到 Bhakti 嘅時候咧，佢哋永遠唔會從一本書去講嘅。
They speaks from their own realization.
佢哋同佢自己都係講嗰時去講説嘅。
And then they use the book to prove,
然之後咧，
give references to what they say.
佢哋咧係用一本書做一個參考啦，嚟到去印證翻佢哋所講嘅嘢。
So we should be completely faithful that Krishna can save all of us.
咁所以咧，我哋有應該有完全嘅信心，就係話 Krishna 咧可以拯救我哋每一個人。
We just have to make ourselves available for him.
我哋只需要讓自己咧可以係去同呢樣嘢掛鈎。
And adopt his process, adjust ourselves to this process, that Krishna can give mercy.
讓我哋同呢個向呢個程序作若干嘅調整咧，就係話咧Krishna 可以俾到我哋恩慈嘅。
If we avoid participating in the process of bhakti from morning to evening, then Krishna will not be able to give his mercy.
如果我哋咧係從朝頭早至到夜晚咧，我哋避開咗咧，唔參與奉愛呢個程序嘅時候咧，咁 Krishna 將唔會能夠俾到你任何嘢。
You know, if you don't wake up early before sunrise,
譬如舉一個例子啦，如果每天咧你唔係喺太陽升起之前咧，你係起床嘅話咧，你要晨早沐浴嘅話咧，
you know, devotee always rise before sunrise.
我哋知道奉獻者咧係經常咧喺太陽升起之前咧就起床㗎啦。
Demigods they rise during sunrise,
半神人咧就喺太陽升起嘅時候就起床，
and the demons rise after sunrise.
咁惡魔咧就會咧喺呢個咁樣嘅太陽升起之後咧，佢先起床嘅。
How many demons we have here?
我哋啲樹有幾多個惡魔咧？
So then we have to go Mongolati.
所以咧，我哋去上早上吉祥
Mangal
燈
means
儀，
auspicious.
吉祥燈儀即係
How
芒
is
果
our
節
day
吉祥。
going to be auspicious if we miss the Mangal art?
如果我哋即係咧缺失咗唔上呢個早上吉祥燈儀嘅時候咧，我哋一天點可以係吉祥咧？
And then bhajan and reading and
Until-
speaking.
響吉祥燈儀之後咧，我哋會做靈唱啦，我哋又睇講經啊、睇經書啊等等。
And services during the
而
day.
且一整天裏邊嚟講咧，係充滿住各種嘅服務。
And in the evening, the same process also.
晚上嘅時候
As
咧
in，the morning, it's like a sandwich.
晚上嘅時候亦都係有
You
同
can do
樣
these
嘅
two
程
things.
序，
And
就好似一個三文治咁樣啦，底面都有塊麵包，中間咧就有啲餡嘅。
if we follow this, then Krishna will give mercy.
如果我哋跟隨呢樣嘢嘅話咧，呢個程序咧 Krishna 就會俾我哋恩慈。
We will get also a good job when we go back to the spiritual world.
到時咧，你翻到靈性世界嘅時候咧，你將有一份咧好嘅工㗎。
Otherwise, we will not even go to the spiritual world.
不然嘅時候咧，我哋甚至乎唔能夠翻到靈性嘅世界。
So Krishna is coming very, very nicely with all weapons to destroy our darkness.
咁所以 Krishna 咧，佢有一個非常之美好嘅形式到嚟啦，又懷住咧各種嘅武器咧，將我哋啲愚昧咧嚟到啲黑暗咧破除嘅。
We don't want to see this purity, this illumination. We want to remain in our dungeon.
我哋咧就唔想見到咧呢種嘅純潔啦，呢一種咁樣嘅啟蒙，我哋想咧逗留咧喺自己咧嗰個黑獄裏邊。
You know, one time there was one boy. He grew up in the dungeon, in the dark place.
有一個故事講到有一次個男仔咧，佢誕生一個黑獄嘅地方，
Never came out
從來都冇出嚟見過陽光嘅。
because he became acquainted to that place. He used to have a oil lamp to see around.
咁佢咧係已經慣咗個地方度成長啦，咁所以咧有盞油燈咧就喺度周圍嘅嘢，
He was so much afraid of going out.
佢好驚出面。
So, fortunately, he received the visit of a friend who lives outside.
好幸地咧，佢後尾咧有個住喺外邊嘅朋友咧走嚟到探。
And that friend, he was very, very friendly with him, very amical. He wanted to help him.
咁呢個朋友係對佢好友善啦，亦都係好想去幫佢。
One day he told him, I want to take you out. I want that you should see the sun.
佢話咧有一日佢同佢講
Very,
嘅話咧，
very beautiful.
我想帶你出去出面咧見下個太陽係非常之美麗嘅。
That boy said, no, I don't want to go out. I don't want to see anything.
但係嗰個男仔嘅話咧，我唔想出去出邊，我唔想出邊見。
Oh, we have been talking about this for a long time now. So today you should come with me.
我其實已經同你提咗呢樣嘢好耐，咁今日你應該跟佢一次啦。
Then after nicely, lovingly insisting, then the boy accepted it.
最後嘅朋友終於咧係即係好有愛心去堅持啦，咁對方咧終於咧佢都同意
He
啦。
took him by hand and said, come now, follow me.
佢拖住個手咧，佢話要跟我嚟出去出面睇下先。
So the boy followed, but just before he was going out, he tried to grab the oil lamp.
咁佢話咧，佢正要係離開嘅時候咧，佢突然之間佢話咧，等我攞埋盞燈先，油燈先。
He said, why are you trying to get this? We don't need this to see the sun.
佢話咧，點解你攞油燈咧？我哋見到太陽唔需要油燈㗎。
He said, sorry, I've never seen anything without the oil lamp. So how can I see the sun without this?
佢話對唔住，我成世人都冇呢個油燈，我睇唔到嘢，咁所以冇油燈，我點樣可以見到太陽咧？
No, no, you don't need. Leave it. Just
佢同佢講，佢話
listen to what I'm saying.
你唔需要㗎，你等低佢啦，你聽我講得㗎
Then
啦。
finally, he could take him out.
到最後嚟講，呢個朋友真係拖咗佢出去出面。
Then they climbed a little bit, and then he came out.
佢哋爬咗少少之後咧，後尾上到上面。
He said, see, this is the sun.
同佢講啊，你見唔見到呢個就係太陽咯？
As he was looking, he said, oh, I never thought the sun was like this.
佢望住太陽嘅時候，佢話：我從來唔知道咧，原來太陽係咁樣一回事嚟嘅。
So Krishna is like the sun.
所以 Krishna 咧就好似太陽咁樣。
But we're trying to use our little oil lamp,
但係我哋嘗試用我哋少少呢個微小嘅油燈，
which are like, you know, this little insect, he has a little lamp in the back.
有啲
In
叫
Navadu, there's a lot of those.
有啲叫螢火蟲啊，拉啲都有好多。
How you call it? French, luciole. Huh?
Glowworm。
Juggernaut.
Glowworm。
Firefly.
Firefly.
Firefly glowworm。螢火蟲。
You cannot dissipate darkness with this little lamp.
用啲螢火蟲咧，唔能夠將黑暗咧去破除。
But some people may think, yes, I am able. So
啲人會諗住，有啲人會諗住，哦，我可以㗎。
when Krishna manifests himself, then everything will be revealed.
咁所以當 Krishna 去展示佢自己嘅時候，一切咧將會向我哋揭示。
We don't even need to try to look at ourselves, to see ourselves.
我哋甚至乎唔需要去即係睇住我哋自己。
We will all be included in every full revelation.
我哋自己都要身處喺整個完全嘅揭示當中啦。
So therefore Krishna said, only think about me and nothing else.
所以 Krishna 佢講到話，只係諗住我啦，咩都唔好諗。
Therefore the exchanges will take place. First, our face will be on like a little abstract. We don't know what is what.
咁所以咧，慢慢一齊呢個交流就係咁算啦。開頭嘅時候呢，一切咧係好抽象，我哋信心係點樣都好抽象。
Then as we always think to Krishna in our heart,
但係一旦我哋經常諗住心中嘅 Krishna 嘅時候，
then Krishna will strengthen our faith.
咁 Krishna 就會將我哋嘅信心嚟到鞏固。
He will use his representative Sadguru to transfer some of his strength, faith in our heart.
咁 Krishna 咧會通過咧佢自己呢個咁樣嘅代表咧，就係咧呢個真實無偽嘅 Guru 啦，然之後將呢位嘅 Guru 心裏邊咧一部分嘅信息咧轉化到我哋嘅心裏邊。
So we should have faith in the Vaishnavas.
所以我哋對 Vaishnava 有信心。
Sometimes we see that a Vaishnava loses faith
有時候我見到啲 Vaishnava 奉獻者失去咗信心，
and he leaves the family.
佢離開咗呢個家庭。
It can happen always.
咁呢啲唔係經常發生嘅。
We shouldn't be disturbed by this.
我哋亦都唔應該受到呢所干擾。
We should become completely, how you say, confused, disturbed.
我哋唔應該咧變得六神無主啊，太過受到呢啲困擾。
It's always possible that even somebody we consider great at once may fall.
咁所以其實永遠都有可能嘅，有啲我哋視為好資深啊、好高階層咧，佢都可能會低墮。
Look at Bhishma.
我
He
睇一個例
was
子，
the greatest fighter
Bhishma 咧，佢係最偉大嘅戰
in
士嚟嘅。
Mahabharata war.
喺呢個偉大嘅巴拉特呢場戰爭裏邊嚟講，佢係最英勇嘅戰士。
He was gone
但係
after a few days.
過咗幾天之後嚟講，佢都走咗。
See? So, but they didn't stop fighting.
但係咧，佢哋仍然咧啲其他戰士咧唔會停止佢哋嘅作戰嘅。
We have to take shelter of those who are very, very staunch devotees.
我哋真係要託庇嗰啲非常非常之堅毅不嘅奉獻者嘅。
They are like lighthouse. You know lighthouse?
佢哋好似燈塔咁樣。
They can show what the direction is. Lighthouse in the darkness and in the harbor.
燈塔咧喺大海裏邊嚟講咧，佢喺黑暗當中嚟講咧，佢可以展示到呢條途徑應該點樣行。
Can guide. This light can guide big ships to come and have their own parking.
咁咧呢個嘅燈塔咧可以咧係條領航咧，帶住嗰啲好大嘅船咧，點樣入到海港裏邊可以停泊嘅。
So just like with a light, you lit another light.
正如咧，你用一盞燈去將另一盞燈咧細啲嘅燈點着咗佢。
So by the Sadhu Sangha, then our light will become more powerful.
咁所以通過神聖靈嘅聯誼咧，我哋嗰條光咧亦都會變得係更加有力量。
Then our capital will increase.
然之後到時我哋嘅資產咧、資金咧就會增加嘅。
Like somebody who wants to make a good business, but he has no money to invest.
譬如一個人嚟講咧，佢想做一單大嘅生意，但係佢並冇金錢去投資喎。
Then he will look for another bigger capitalist
咁
who
佢就會
has
揾
a lot of money.
另一個咧資本家啦，咁咧就係佢本身呢個人係好有錢嘅。
Then they will make an alliance,
joint
joint alliance.
佢哋會好似類似咧係合作啊。
And by this, there's so much money will be, how you say, acquired,
由此嘅時候咧，我哋嘅融資啦，揾到有好多錢翻嚟啦。
generated.
製造好多
And
財
then
富。
although small capital, almost nothing, then you will get
開頭時
so much.
佢自己本身可能嘅資金係好少，但係通過呢個咁嘅融資合作嘅時候咧嘅計劃嘅話咧，佢都會賺到好多錢嘅。
So by always keeping good association,
所以通過咧經常保持好嘅聯誼，
then our life will become very, very powerful and successful.
我哋嘅生命將會變得係非常之有力啦，同埋成功。
So this must be understood.
我哋一定要明白呢一點。
We should understand we have no power.
首先，第一點我哋明白到咧，我哋係冇能力嘅。
And not try to do anything without this power, with this no power. There's nowhere we can go with no power.
咁你冇任何力量嘅時候咧，你去做任何嘢咧，唔好咁樣做。
Everything we have is a grant from the Absolute.
其實咧，我哋咧係所有一切任何嘢，其實咧全部咧係呢個絕對者咧所嚟到係去咧嗰個叫做賦予俾我哋嘅。
Even you can see, look around you. You are sitting on this. We are using this.
環顧四
This
周啦，
chair, light, walls, water, air, AC.
我哋周圍嘅
Everything is a grant mercy of Krishna.
我哋咧坐地下啦，我哋嘅燈啊、冷氣啊、我哋個咪啊、我哋埲牆，
He's giving us
一
everything.
切嘅嘢全部都係 Krishna 恩賜嚟 ，Krishna 俾咗我哋所有一切嘅嘢。
And for this artificial life, he has produced many
就算我哋呢
things.
種咁人工化嘅生活模式咧，喺城市裏邊啦嚇，咁刻意嘅咁嘅生活咧，佢都俾咗我哋呢咁多嘅設施。
But he's telling us, leave this one, come with me. I have so many better things to give you.
Krishna 講俾我知，叫我哋離開呢個世界咧，跟住我一齊咧，我仲有啲更好嘅等住俾你嘅。
I don't want to give only you temporary things.
我唔想只係俾你一啲短暫嘅嘢。
If you look at this nature of this world, everything is dying at every moment.
如果你睇下呢個世界嘅本性就係每一時每物咧，其實喺每一刻嚟講咧，係不斷咁步向死亡。
And in the end, everything will finish in the grave.
咁一切嚟講到最後咧，全部咧係進入呢個墳墓裏邊。
One time I was in London, there's the subway.
咁有一次咧，我喺倫敦裏面搭呢個地下鐵。
And there's one line of, like here, red line, blue line, so many. And one line's terminal, the last station is called Gravesend.
佢話有條
I don't know if it's still there, but long time ago,
有條
I
路
saw
線啦，嗰啲紅色嘅路線，有啲綠色嘅路線啦。咁其中一條路線我哋荃灣線總站嘅，咁佢嗰個最尾嗰個站叫做咧墳墓嘅終極啊！
And so many people every day use this line and go to the terminal.
每個人咧，每一日都好多人咧，都每一日都坐呢條線咧，去到嗰個總站嗰處。
They come down at this station, Gravesend.
佢哋咧去到呢個咁樣嘅墳墓終點嗰處咧落車嘅。
You never see them again. You never see them again.
之後你再唔見到佢哋啦。
Nobody comes back from the kingdom of Yama.
冇人咧可以能夠從閻羅王嗰個嘅國土嗰處咧重翻呢個人世嘅，走咗就走咗。
But so many people are using this line.
但係當然好多人坐呢條線，地下鐵呢條線。
They're enjoying, like with no restriction, not and knowing what's happening at the time of death.
佢哋咧係並冇任何
Nobody ever came back to tell anything.
並冇任何嘅避忌咁去享受咧，佢哋亦都唔知道死後會發生咩事，因為咧從死咗嘅地方算冇人會翻嚟講俾你知咧有啲咩事會發生。
So we should be a little worried about that. Nobody ever came to tell us, hey, this is what is happening. Then we would have an idea.
我哋都有少，我哋都
But
要
no idea.
擔心喎，即係如果真係冇人翻嚟講俾你知死咗之後個地方發生咩事，我哋一無概念，一無所知。
Like I saw recently, there is something, but you can see these things also in Facebook or in they see videos. They show two cows, one after the other, and the first in the line there's a wall, little, and the cows they cannot go back; they have to go this way. And the first cow is taken by force. Then they close behind her and they shoot her, they kill her, and then they cut and slaughter. And the second cow behind, oh, she understands what's going on. And she's like trying to turn away and run away from the place. But she cannot turn. She tries with her head like this, but she cannot. And she walks back like this. And she looks there, but she cannot do anything. And she really feels very, very scared, very scared. And then they come, and then again, one man is coming and she sees, what's happening now? And then that person takes a electric shock. And then she has to go. And she goes, just as the first one to close the door, and then you hear, bang! And then you see, it's falling and she's finished. So the cow was worrying about what happened to the previous one, but we are not even worried. We all go, we see every day thousands of people going to the kingdom of death, but still we are going on with our sinful activities. This is quite amazing.
咁咧呢個咧係佢講到喺嗰度像咧係講到兩隻牛被殺嘅過程啦。第一隻牛咧就俾人哋即係關咗入個裏邊，後邊隻牛已經見到啦，想即係調轉就走都走唔到，因為鋪場好窄嘅。 咁兩隻都最後相繼被殺啦。咁起碼咧，第二隻牛都會擔心第一隻牛，即係佢見到第一隻牛被殺嘅時候，自己都會擔心。但係我哋就唔係，我哋咧見到每一日咧成千上萬嘅人都去到閻羅王嗰處去報道，但係我哋自己嚟講咧，仍然繼續我哋嘅罪惡活動啊！咁呢個係頗為神奇一回事嚟。
So we should worry about this.
所以我哋應該擔心呢方面嘅嘢。
Death is all around the corner.
其實死亡咧無處不在。
Parikshit Maharaj knew that he would die after 7 days.
法利士大公都起碼知道自己仲有7天嘅壽命，
But we don't know.
但係我哋連自己每一刻嘅時間都唔知㗎。
Maybe that we die before,
可能我哋7日之內已經會走咗，
but maybe not, maybe later. But after 100 years, anyhow.
時間遲早嘅問題，就算過咗100年之後，遲早都要走㗎啦。
So this is there to remind us.
咁呢啲嘢係算係提醒
That
翻我哋，
death is always there,
死亡
ready
其實
to strike.
死亡其實咧都喺處恭候我哋㗎啦。
Therefore, we should develop this mood of service for Krishna
佢唔會罷工嘅，所以咧我哋經常都要發展呢個對 Krishna 服務嘅心水。
and reject any other process.
咁我哋咧嚟到咧亦都唔去摒棄任何其他嘅程序。
Any other process. This is illustrated by the story of Srauti. I will tell, because yesterday I promised I will tell a very nice story.
咁我哋講一個故事啦。咁琴日我應承咧講關於 Srauti